Welcome to the How to Heal podcast, the show where we explore real life stories and practical tools to thrive. I'm your host, Lindsay Tremarky Richter, and through over a 15-year journey of all things healing, I'm here to hook it up. If you're feeling overwhelmed, looking for a deeper connection, or straight up in a psycho-spiritual crisis, I got you covered. Let's unearth your unique elixir to purpose, peace, and progress. Here we go. Back to life. So yeah, back to reality, guys. This episode is all about how to stay grounded during ungrounded times. Okay, so the last episode I rolled out was very sort of spiritual and let's use the word hokey for some. I've always been drawn to the, I guess you would call it occult, mysterious psychic phenomenon. I was always like obsessed with UFOs as a kid, so it wasn't really, I love it. So if that wasn't for you, this episode will be, because this episode we're talking about literally how to get back to reality. Sometimes we are so consumed with what we think is going to happen, what we're meant to be doing, what is supposed to happen for our highest good, what will happen to us if we succeed. We're succeeding and now we're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm due some bad news. And we future trip and we self-sabotage, and this episode is going to help to really get into the moment of, no, I'm seeing things clearly. I'm seeing things in the black and white. This is really what the reality is of what I'm working with. And we're going to move forward from here. We're really stepping into the heart of December. We're moving forward towards the new year. And this episode will lay the foundation for you to really step into the new year in an open-eyed, empowered, and excited way. Not a regretful way, not a fearful way, but a way where we feel that we've taken stock on everything that has occurred. We're present. And we actually know what we want to accomplish going forward because we've actually gotten present in the moment. In my life, I've always been rewarded for just coming back to what is working for me and not chasing this, let's quote unquote, spiritual utopia of what my life should look like in an alternate universe, in a more spiritually ideal universe. I'll give you an example. I was working at a company called Town Sports International, and I had gone to a yoga retreat in upstate New York at an ashram called Shivananda. And I saw this Vedic priest who I'd never gotten a reading before. And I was like, you know what, I got a reading. And he was like, move these stones to other quadrants, and what's your birthday? And he's writing down all this stuff. And he tells me, it's extremely specific what he tells me. I'm going to have 2 kids. I'm going to move to the Southwest. That's where I'm going to meet my husband. I'm going to be a healer online and all this stuff. And I was blown away. And I was even more blown away because when I spoke to the Ayurvedic expert on the campus, she's like, no, he never gets that specific with anybody. So I'm like, oh my God. So I have to move to the Southwest. I'm like, Southwest? I'm like, I don't, really trying to map it out. What do they say? When you make plans, God laughs. So I'm looking for jobs in San Diego. It's the only place that I could really see myself living in the Southwest, and nothing is coming up. I visit, I am really, open-heartedly embracing this change. Because candidly, I'm unhappy in New York. And I just finally, I'm like, this is not working out. I'm going to give real estate in New York my all. And that's the plan. That's the plan, what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give it my all. And that's when I landed Starbucks. And my career skyrocketed, and everything sort of changed and my life began. So when we stop chasing this ideal of what could be, I want to do this because it would be so so romantic in a way, that because it's not my current reality, or it's so different, and it's ordained, that kind of thinking is self-destructive, straight up. You're going to go online and you're going to see a lot of these influencers, and not even influencers, just spiritual leaders saying like, oh, you have a hunch, you want to go to... Yes, of course. You have a hunch, you want to go do something, then do it. Don't mess up your life. Go looking for more little clues and signs and this and that. It's like, that's why I always say manifestation. It's like, get back to reality. Get back to reality. Your magic lies in your present moment. Your magic lies in the details of your life. Your magic lies in the unsettled dust that you must clean in your life. That's where the magic lies. So I know that it can be scary when you've looked maybe towards these things, and you've looked towards tarot, and you've looked toward the psychic, and you look toward the occult, all the things. And you're looking for your man. You're like, where's my man? Where's my man? And the psychic's like, oh, he's coming. And he's not coming. It's been years. It's just like, remove yourself. Remove yourself. You don't have to never see it again. But for the moment, if it ain't working, come back to what is. Come back to what you can actually do in the moment to really clean up and move the needle. I think the resistance to that very concept is that it can be scary to take the responsibility of owning your own reality and maybe failing in reaching your potential. I think that can be scary, whether or not you're consciously thinking of that, or whether it's sort of like a more underlying thought of, hey, I need help. I need extra help because I'm not getting it myself. I'm not passing this board on the video game. I gotta go and find out the cheat code, And when it gets scary, we tend to dissociate from the game that we're actually playing and bring in other players, and not just other people, but we bring in drugs and alcohol and substance. And that happens on a very minute level, where it's like, oh, at the end of the day, I just want to drink, or on the weekend I kick back, I have a few drinks, and I've drank my whole life, so I get it. But there's a level of disassociation that can happen when we're constantly taking a break through a substance. And we really have to get clean in how we're conducting ourselves, and get focused on how we are going to drive this ship. Sometimes, I just feel like, oh my God, how am I going to drive the ship? How am I going to drive the ship? Like, running around the ship, like, cleaning the ship. It's like, no, get in the get to the wheel and figure out do the mechanics. Because so many times we know, it's an instinct. We just go and we're like, boom, 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 boom. We figure it out. We don't even realize it. It downloads. It just comes to us, and we just do it, and we move the ship, and we're like, oh my God, I was just stressing out so much and procrastinating so much because I didn't think I could do it. And I hate to say it, sometimes the procrastination is necessary for us to just have the sense of urgency. Yeah, it's really just urgency to just go and make the thing happen. We have to just make the thing happen that we want. And the way we make the thing happen that we want is that we are present to our current circumstances. We listen to the urges. We don't drink them away. We listen to our desires. We don't write them off. And those desires that I had when I was working in town sports, that was like sort of implanted into my mind by an external source because I wasn't loving my life. So I'm like, someone's got to have a better view on what I can do with this. And that's why people hire coaches. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that we need to take responsibility and ownership of where we are and see things for how they actually are, as opposed to looking for an alternate reality that may or may not be better. And the idea of energetic reconciliation. So this episode is coming out December 10th. We're a third the way through December, and we're at the tail end of 2025. This is the time where we can really sit back and say, okay, we really had the full year. What did this year look like? And how did this year feel? And what changes did I make this year? And what would I have liked to have changed about this year? Where did I not meet the mark and expectations of what I wanted to? But first, we really want to take inventory of where did I kick ass this year? What did I do this year that I didn't think I was going to be able to do? What did I do this year that surprised me and delighted me? What did I do this year that surprised and delighted others around me? What obstacles did I overcome this year? And we sit with that. And we sit with that. Because that is the integration of, I'm really taking a seat. I'm watching the movie of 2025 before the new year comes. And I'm saying, what did I like? What did I learn? What did I learn? Before I go and start planning out 2026 and everything that I want to do, what did I learn in 2025? How are my decisions going to be informed by how I grew in 2025? We want to take everything that we've learned, the present moment of where we are right now in 2025. We want to stay grounded in the reality, but taking into account all the ways that have changed, all the things that we lived through, all of the learnings, and we want to sit with it. We don't want to quickly be like, okay, well, this, then this, this, then this, this, then this. No. We want to say that. Oh, yes. How does that feel? How does it feel you posted the podcast once a week no matter what, when everyone told you it was not a big deal if you missed one? How does it feel that you lost like 15 pounds over the last year with a baby under 2? How does it feel that you got into a better place mentally and emotionally through working with a doctor and really committing? The list goes on. Get proud and get sovereign and get present with where you've come from and where you are, even if it's just an inch. Because typically the little inches in the beginning is what's going to catapult you in the 90-degree trajectory. That's where you get your foundation, your base. The little changes, the little improvements, the little steps, the little successes. That's what builds up the big success. That's what builds up your momentum. So you want to stay present. You want to get back to reality. You want to look at things for how they are. You want to appreciate what you have, the work that you've done, the time that you've put in. We don't want to future trip, oh, I have to do this and I have to do this and I have, enough. You did a really good job. We're going to just sit with how good we've done so far so that we can feel really solid and informed in how we're going to move forward. So when you feel like reality is too much to handle, come back to this episode and realize that you can take inventory, you can take stock on everything that you've done in your life so that you can feel in a better place, to feel more grounded, to feel more connected to yourself, to your truth, to drown out the noise of what others think, what others want, what others are telling you, what others expect of you, so that you can start living your own life. And with that comes start making your own mistakes and owning it. But I'd much rather die on a stake knowing that I made my own mistakes doing the things that I thought was right than dying on a stake knowing that I never really lived what I really wanted to do. I never even thought about what I really wanted to do. So get present with what you want. Get present with who you are. Get present with what actually is going on for you. Because life is here for you in this very moment, for you to take it, and for you to live it, and for you to mold it, and for you to create it. I love you.